Guys, welcome back to my channel. I always said I was never gonna say that. Welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
And here we is. Welcome back to my channel. It's T-Say. It's T-Say with Elijah. Elijah the opinionated.
Eli the voice.
Eli the voice.
Elijah. Eli with the answers. The jank leg preacher.
The janky leg preacher. What is the janky leg preacher? How'd you get that?
My brother.
But
the jank leg preacher. So he seen me in my backsliding state. He seen, like those things. Yeah. But he used to make jokes even before then because he knew me, you know what I'm saying, before God made a real change.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
when you coming out like that, you're gonna have your family that always, like my cousin that I was talking to last night, how he was saying he used to call me Sharif. Ex-knucklehead turned Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's society.
I got it. Yes. No, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We gonna get into that.
For sure, yeah. So, I've taken the jank leg preacher that my brother always throws out there when we on these Facebook posts and all that. And I've created a character, the jank leg preacher. So y'all be looking out and be looking forward for videos coming from the jank leg preacher. You feel me?
Tasha T.I.
Hola.
How's it going?
It's
going. Good. So everybody have a good week from the last podcast. How y'all feeling?
Very productive.
All right. Now I know y'all didn't saw it, so we just gonna touch on base on this first. Trump done been indicted. He done been indicted on some charges, y'all. You gonna say what you had to say about that? Okay, first of all, let's cover this. Did any of us vote for Trump?
No.
I would have. I should have.
No.
I should have voted for Trump.
Why do you feel like you should have voted for Trump?
Because I voted for the other guy and lost. So I just like for my vote to matter, you know what I'm saying? So, when Trump won, see, I can't even remember who he was going against. I just show you. I was just voting the Democratic Party.
It was Hillary.
See?
So you didn't vote for exactly. So you didn't vote for you didn't vote for the woman.
Right.
Eli with the answer. You didn't vote for the woman. Or did you vote for the woman? You probably.
I'd rather not say.
No.
I'd rather not say.
Mm-hmm. So you might have voted for Trump. Is that what you're trying to tell us right now?
If I did, I would really say that. No, I voted for Hillary. I really, for real, forgot that's who he was running against. But I voted Democrat. But in all honesty, nah, man, I ain't really into political stuff like that, man. I feel like that the real leaders are the people that's out here in the neighborhood and the communities looking forward to make change. Their political arms only reach so far. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And if it was really some tangible differences that they can make for the people, the lower class people, even the middle class people that's in the neighborhoods and our own communities, then we would see that. But because we don't see that, like my hope, my faith is not in the political government. It's in God.
Okay.
I feel you on that.
So your political view is on God. So as far as your views on voting or how people really push that, like it's always like vote or die. So are you one of those? Do you vote? Do you take that seriously or?
Yeah, I do. I exercise my right to vote because it's my right.
Right.
I mean, I don't even have to go into the history of what somebody did or whatever. It's just a right that I have. Mm-hmm. So I exercise it. And if I choose not to 1 year or in going forth for the rest of my life, that's my own personal choice.
This is true.
And I'm not the type that's going to complain about things. So like, if you don't vote, then I'm not going to complain when I'll go and get stuff done. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Regardless.
Yeah, I don't complain about what the government not doing. If you hear a complaint or something that sounds like a complaint from me, it's about what our people aren't doing.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand that. Like, I feel like I exercise my right to vote. Like, I understand it. Like, they did a lot for women to be able to vote and then black people to be able to vote. So I try to exercise that. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's just a vote. Like, that's literally what it is. So regardless of who becomes the president or who is in these roles, it does not take away from anything that we have to do. Like, it doesn't change our lives right then and right there. Like, we still have a responsibility. So I feel like, of course, get out there, vote. Exercise that right, but to remember your responsibility as a citizen, as a human being as well. So
I only vote for the presidential election and when they wanted to pass the marijuana law.
Okay, you made sure to get in on that.
Right, for real.
You made sure to get. No, that's
like,
what I'm saying. Proper,
smaller
you know, the
one.
proposals.
I'm not
weed.
gonna lie, like it was a smaller one, and I
Yeah.
never really voted for like the smaller elections. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Just really the presidential elections.
Yeah.
Nothing with the government or Michigan or Kalamazoo. I don't. You
Mhm.
know, so I'm gonna be real with you on that.
Right.
But I do the presidential, and when they said, you know, do you want to pass marijuana law, I was right there.
You was all right
you
there.
finna get a whole lot of scrutiny out there.
Well, it's my choice.
the
That's what I'm
metaverse
saying.
world.
It's a
My
vote.
choice.
It's her.
It's a
That's
vote.
and that's
It
why
was
we
my
here on the
choice.
podcast.
You got people
you
that
know?
right now, she ought to be ashamed of herself.
Why?
Cause they, you know, that's what
Why
people,
should I be
cause they
ashamed
are,
of myself?
because people are opinionated.
But you're opinionated.
I am. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling her.
So do you
That's
feel
what's
some
gonna
way
happen.
about her?
No, not at all.
okay.
Heck
No,
man.
I was just
I'm
like-
a person. I'm like, hey, look. God gave us all the free will to do what we want to do. Now, he said that everything will not be profitable for you and it's not going to be beneficial to you. But God said, hey, look, you got free will to do what you want to do. But this is what you should do.
So what do you feel is not beneficial? Or
There's a
profitable?
lot of things that's not
Oh, okay, so
beneficial.
you
or
just speaking
profitable
in
for-
the-
I'm
in the-
just speaking
okay.
in general. So,
Okay.
when it comes to opinions, like, everybody has one.
Yes,
That's
this
why
is true.
this whole social media thing that's been going on for years, that's going to be here until the end of time, you know, this gives people an opportunity to share their opinion. And then you have a lot of other people that going to feel some type of way about your opinion, whether good or bad, in between, or, you know, uncertain. That's just the world we live in. I don't knock nobody for their opinion, their opinion or beliefs, and I still love you. God still love you.
Right. And I still love you too. So let's get into that because I told you that we was going to talk about this. So with you being here on this here podcast, everybody understands that you are vocal about your views and what you stand for. But I think they may be a little confused on exactly what you're trying to do or what your voice may be. Now, personally speaking, I think that these are people who know you personally. I know you personally. You know what I'm saying? So as far as what you're trying to do or the change that you're trying to make, just let these people know exactly where you're coming from and why they got it. What's the issue? Why it's always Elijah so opinionated?
So-
Elijah ain't practicing what he preaching. What is it?
So I'm gonna get to it, right?
Yeah.
The real issue is that people think real life happened on social media. That's first and foremost. So, you know, I've been on social media, I think, for like the last 14 years or something like that. You know, I was a serious Sam at one point, you know, preaching every status and, you know, the world needs to change and turn away from sin.
Because
And
Facebook
turn
memories
to
will let
Jesus.
you know
Oh,
exactly.
yeah,
That
for
was
sure.
me too. That was
For
me. I
sure.
swear.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Facebook memories will let you know.
And then there was
Yeah.
a period of time where, I mean, I used to post some personal things, and there was a period of time where I really wasn't posting anything, you know what I'm saying? But now that I get on social media to play, some things can be serious, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all out there, I don't take this stuff on social media serious.
Mm-hmm.
I live life in real life. I'm serious in real life, but I'm also silly as well. I'm a jokester. What you see a lot of times on these live feeds is what you might get in person. If you try to break a person down as it relates to their Facebook stats or comments or what they saying or sharing and stuff like that, and you don't know the person, you could get lost. And that's what's just gonna happen with me. A lot of people are in their feelings. So when I share my opinion about something, it strikes the nerve of a person that feels some type of way about what I'm saying. You will never see me get mad about somebody's opinion. So I would say that people are one in their feelings, and for most of these people, life happens on social media. Mm-hmm. So of course, if this is where you live life at, and I come on here messing with you, not trying to, but I'm talking certain things that's talking about the life that you live in on here, or even if it's in real life, you're going to feel some type of way. They always say a hit dog a holler. So it could be anything. When I drive up on your street, you're going to feel like, here he come. Man, he just, nah. Because, can I say this? You want to say something?
No, go ahead. What you?
Because, see, here's the thing about having an opinion, right?
First of all, wait a minute. I did not realize this jacket was both denim and boy, you showing out. Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, Chicago Bears, just like Levi with the 9-line. Go. Keep doing your thing. My bad. Yeah.
Shout out to the Bears.
Okay. They better than the Lions. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, not this year.
All right.
But see, I like to give my opinion, because when I give my opinion, there's always grounds for argument. There's room for debate. You know what I'm saying? Disagreements and all. I mean, you can have disagreement about whatever, facts or not. See, I could really just shut it all down and always come from a biblical point at all times, because God's word is his word, and that's what it is. There's no argument. There's no debate there.
But I'm saying, as far as you though,
Yeah,
like
as far
I
as
know
me.
what you. So what I'm saying is, how does what you're practicing, or what you're portraying, or what you're giving to the community or out there, how does that impact you in your daily life? Like, I think that's. How are you saying these things, but are you living that every single day?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
The word of God is what governs me. That's what guides me. And that's what I'm going to continue to live by until I'm dead. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So everything that I need is in the word of God. When I mess up, when I fall down, there's a scripture for me to obey so I can get back up and get right back in line with God.
Correct. Okay.
So, and I think that a lot of people don't understand. See, all of us as humans, we have a bad perception of who God is, or even a misunderstanding of who God is before we come to him, even when we come to him. You feel me? And a lot of us don't stay long enough to actually really understand who God is. So I just know that on my life journey, I'm not never going to let go. You feel me? I backslid. It's on record. Some people have seen me. I got 2 kids to prove. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my heart is loyal towards God.
Right.
My intentions when I'm dealing with people, when I'm dealing with anything as it relates to life in general, looking for positive production, it's all about God. It's all about positivity. I can come to the internet and play. And to be honest, I play fair if you think about it. I don't insult people. I don't get personal. I don't say things about people's family.
Think it's your tone.
But how could you determine a person's
Well, right
tone?
there, you just
Word.
Hold on. You just jumped me right there. You see what I mean? Like,
That's what I do.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You can get your message across, but you don't have to be so forceful or even so aggressive. I noticed that about a lot of times when you talk, you're very it seems combative, like you ready for an argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like you're ready to teach.
Yeah.
So maybe people get like a little offended because just right there you was like, whoop, hold on. Instead of let me say what I had to say, and you retain it, listen, retain it, and then respond. You was ready to jump and respond before even allowing me to get out what I need to say. So maybe people feel like you're quite aggressive. I would say that as a teacher or as a
allegedly
person.
aggressive,
Right? Allegedly aggressive.
I gotta look at you in the face.
I guess you'll have to ask some people who have sat under any type of class settings or any type of teachings. To be honest, man, I'm gonna say this: I don't have a message. Not like I used to try to come to the internet with a message and stuff like that, but like I ain't got no message. The message is, look, if I get your attention, I'm pointing you to God.
Okay.
You feel me? That's it.
Okay.
Internet, I play around. We can play on here all day. We can go back and forth. I debate you. We can talk about certain topics.
Okay.
We can comment. We could do that. But I don't even.
What did it say? Listen, I can't.
Okay, it says the issue is he's a no good MFer. Okay, now.
That's right. That look what
that's
he just
right.
said. That's the issue. No good mother. But nah.
We are working on not cussing on Tuesday. Just a couple.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come to the internet to play. You feel what I'm saying? I come to the internet to play. I come on social media to play because life happens for me in real life off social media. I don't have to come to social media. Like I said, I've been through those stages on there. Ain't no message to get out as it relates to, you feel me? I'm trying to point you to If I get your attention being silly, if I get your attention being controversial, if I get your attention any type of way you tune in to me, I'm going to point you to Jesus. So, like, at the end of the day, like, social media, some people take it serious. I used to. I never got in my feelings over it, but I used to take it
So you
serious.
feel like social media and real life have no court, like there's no, those are separate things.
I think they should be, but I think that's the problem, that people have made social media and real life a correlation to where it's like, if you do it on social media, you got to be doing it in real life. Or if you're doing it in real life, we need to see it on social media. And I'm just one of those people to choose like how I want to deal with social media. Because at the end of the day, if y'all really want to understand and know what it's about, well, we'll see in the end what it's about. And y'all can see what it's about. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to put yourself in a position to actually do things to make a change for your community. So however, whatever way I got to go about that, I'm going to do it. If I got 100,000 people to, I don't like his tone, I don't like his approach, or I think he is, or he's too opinionated and blah, 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 keep on. Because that 100,000 will bring forth two more 100,000. And out of that, somebody's going to like me. I'm going to find those who I'm called for. Who I'm called to lead, who are called to follow me. So I'm just trying to find my tribe. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I'm going to love all God's children and all God's creation.
Because there's a bunch of churches out here, but everybody don't go to the same church. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
I understand what you're saying.
I mean, I understand what you're saying too. I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think that the issue, like, okay, whether you think he a no good MF or whatever the case may be.
That's one of my guys.
No, okay, because I can't see that far. I don't know, but I think when it comes to talking about God
He said
or
what the Jackie Preacher lied about today.
See, there they go.
janky preacher, like that's what I'm saying. I think that people see you more so as a joke, not saying, you know what I'm saying, like a
hold on.
comedic
Can I
figure.
pause? And this is the thing. I never allow anybody to control my narrative. See, I'm me. You feel me? So in real life, those that know me, like you know the different, you know what I'm saying, of me. That's me all in one. So when I get on social media, I don't have to necessarily be wholeheartedly me. I can really come on here and play.
So is that what you're trying to portray? Just you playing every time? You
No,
go
not
there?
necessarily.
But that's what I'm
the
saying.
thing.
It's
So here
not
I'm
a
saying
joke.
this. Here's the thing. No, here's the thing. That's for them to figure out. I'm not going to even explain it because the thing that's what I learned about social
If you're trying to
media.
be clear about a message.
Well, I just
hold
say ain't
on.
no message.
Okay, no, not about a message, but if you're trying to find your tribe, how's your tribe gonna find you if you always joking?
Or
So-
they
Or
can't
they
take,
can't
or they
tell you,
yeah.
tell if you serious or playing,
So-
or you see what I mean. So how's anyone really gonna know the foundation of what you're talking about?
So let me
if-
so let me answer that for you. Those that know, and let me give you a breakdown of that. If you feel some type of way, or if you feel like, oh man, I'm confused, I don't know which way to go with this guy, then maybe that ain't the way. But if something I say grab hold of your heart, and you say, oh man, you know what I'm saying, I like what he's saying, I feel what he's saying, I can rock with that, then come along. Like, I ain't got no gimmicks to the point to where I'm insulting people, where I'm putting people down.
what you say is real at all times.
What you say is real at all times.
That's what a comment just said.
Are they saying that's in general for people?
I believe so, like just in general for all people.
But see, I don't think so, because we have a world to where, that's just like this. If you an actor, a musician, entertainer, you see what I'm saying? Because what we like to do is we'll take musicians, entertainers, and actors, they're saying things, they're projecting spells over TV, over music, over what we call entertainment.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But we'll take that and we'll say, well, they just doing that for entertainment. We don't know if that's their real life or how they live.
But on the other hand, too, we also, like he said, what you're saying, like we will develop a real feeling or a love for these people based off how they
Based
act.
on-
too.
exactly.
So
Image or
that's
what
that's
they're
that's
portraying.
exactly.
And that's the thing. I don't want that. I'm not looking to be
Okay.
an idol out here. I don't
Okay.
want nobody worshiping me. See, those, we feel
Well,
those
I
type
don't
of
think-
ways.
I don't
Wait, hold on. Let me
think
say
it's
this. Wait, let me
okay.
see that.
Yeah.
We feel these ways about these people because we idolize them in a way, regardless if y'all want to admit it or not. We grew up with these people in our household, come up watching TV every Friday, every Saturday, every Monday or whatever. You feel like you know this basketball player because you've watched him play for so long. You feel like you know this actress or this musician. That's why when something happened to him, we feel like, dang, man, I lost a part of me. That is a form of idol worship. Because at the end of the day,
I don't feel like that.
Well, you might not feel like that, but let me explain. Because there's people that die every day that you might have came in contact with. There's a person that probably died in the hospital that you only knew for 2 minutes, and you didn't feel that way about them. It's like, well, everybody got to die. But the person that gave us music, it could, whether it's demonic or whether it's good, but they entertained us. So when they die, it's like, dang, man, it just feels so bad for them, they family, and this,
I don't even know if it's all
so
entertainment though. Like that is.
It's not. I'm saying the things that was placed in our face. We idolize people. Like you've heard people say that you my idol. Ain't nobody's my idol. God my idol. And I don't want to be nobody's idol.
And that's great. And I don't think that nobody is about like idolizing or anything in that instance here. It's just whatever we're going to do up here. And Anthony the Great Buchanan, Kalamazoo's own, Dallas, Texas by way. Like you said, what we say is real. It doesn't, okay, everybody knows that I am a comedian. I will make you laugh all day and night. However, the image that I'm giving off, the things that I'm saying, the reason for this podcast is because I'm creating a safe place for people to come, to have an outlet, to talk, to find a different way to connect with other people, with the world. Before you go out and do anything else, come listen to the podcast. Like, that's my image. I'm not just here to make you laugh. I want to change your life in different areas, different aspects. This is me.
Amen.
Now, whatever I give you, whatever I say is true. That is valid. Y'all know me. I am me all the way around 100%. Now, and that leads me to my next topic too, because I want people to understand. You have to be okay with people having different versions of you. You are not always the same version, and you're not always in that same point of your life. So when you with somebody, 5 years ago, you might not be that same person that you are 5 years now. And whoever is around you right now is going to have a different perception of you, a different perspective. So you have to be okay with that. When you grow, when you are becoming your own, when you are creating your image, whatever that may be, you have to be okay with the past or what people may think of you.
Or what people think of you while you're doing that. Because, again, see, man, I thank God that I reached a point in my life to where I don't necessarily care what people think about me when they don't know me.
Okay.
And when you know me personally, then that's when you can pull me to the side or you can hit me up and say, hey, man, I think this. But when you don't know me, that's just your opinion. That's just like how I share my opinion on people I don't know.
Now, has anybody pulled you to the side personally and said, man, this is what?
Nah.
Okay.
Because those around me.
My friends have.
Yeah.
Your friends have pulled you to the side
and told me when I'm messing up or
right, but she said that's what she's saying. She's saying you saying as far as like with the social media.
No, I'm saying like your people, like do people pull you to the side?
Oh yeah, if I'm wrong, heck yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got an accountability team. You know what I'm saying? The people that hold me accountable. Yes, indeed.
Okay, good. So as far as like those different versions, so like I said, I'm asking you, what the issue is with people, why you think that, like this, that, and the third. So people are going to have different versions of you. People are going to feel differently about you. And like you said, you're going to find your people that want to follow you, that want to stick with you. So just in general, how do you feel like moving forward that people will understand exactly what you are trying to portray? Or it's no message. So just who is alive?
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to portray anything. You feel me? I understand that for this internet here, you can come to the internet and you can bring a character to the internet, or you can bring different characters to the internet. You feel me?
Yeah, you can be whoever you want to be on the internet. We all know that.
You can be whoever you want to be in real life. You feel me? But my thing is that when it comes to the internet, because I've did different things on the internet, I reached a point to hey, you know what? Here's a way that you can actually get paid over here doing that. Now, people might feel like, oh, well, you want to do this or you want to do that, or where you coming from? That's up to you to figure it out. Hold on. Go ahead.
For me to be like trying to find your message.
There is no message.
Not so. Okay, let me stop using that word.
There's no message.
Okay, for you. Let me stop using that word message for you. For you to find your tribe, I use that. How do your tribe supposed to even find you if you don't have like some type of foundation? I'm trying to figure out, not a character. I'm talking about like in your real life. How do they find you if you're always never real?
You said in my real life.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. In your real life,
Right.
like you said, you're
Yeah,
always
in your
playing
real
like
life.
a deal.
But I
a
don't
different
play in real
person
life. What I'm saying is that, here, listen to what
on
I'm
the
saying.
internet.
That we're talking about social media. If I want to come to social media and play like 3 different people, whatever, and entertain people, be controversial, people argue against it or whatever. See, the problem is that the people that know me, or the people that have been used to the locals that has been used to a certain image for so long, like, oh no, I don't know about this image. It's not an image that I'm going after. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, if I could get your attention, I could point you to Jesus. That's where the message is at the cross. You feel what I'm saying?
But what if you find somebody that already know Jesus and just trying to figure out, would I be hanging with your tribe or your flock to get to know more about Jesus, and to help you with your message and your following, and to help you grow in the community? How would we find that if there's no clear tribe logo, or you don't want me to say message? So
no, let me say this. So for
I'm just trying to
example,
figure it out.
again, if someone hears something that I'm saying and they say, oh man, you know what? That's a brother that's speaking intelligent on that topic. That's somebody I would like to follow, right? If they want to follow me for that and that reason only, there you go. See, I'm not looking for cyber followers. You feel what I'm saying? I'm looking for people that will follow in real life Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So when you say, like, how would people know whether he's joking or anything like that? Those that hear the truth will make them free.
Well,
you feel what I'm saying? So,
what if you already know Jesus,
right? So if you already know Jesus,
let me
let me say this. If you already know Jesus, I have nothing to do there.
comments.
I have nothing to do there if you already know Jesus. That like
you cannot play and lead folks to Christ or the light if you are not genuine. Like, do you feel like you're being genuine? Like let's just like that's it. That's all. Like that would be considered.
If I am I being genuine?
Yeah.
When it comes to God, yes, all the time. So, and that's someone's opinion. You cannot lead folks to Christ by playing. Who said that? I know some comedians that have led people to Christ by jokes. So how can't you lead people? You can lead people. Look, if I go in a crackhead and talk to a person with a pipe in their hand and they accept Christ, then how can you say what's the proper way to lead somebody to Christ?
Well, a crackhead with a pipe and leading them to Christ, that can go about being done in a very serious manner. Like, I know about saving a crackhead. But I think what the people talking about, and I mean, it's just about you being humorous, about it being a joke. So all I'm saying, we didn't address
God,
it today.
let me say this. God ain't no joke.
God is not a joke, but that's what they're saying. Like,
but
God is not a joke. So if you're going to be a leader of Christ,
never seen me joke with God.
I think that people that know you 100% are saying, like, no, we get that, but just it's
people that know me are probably trying to.
You've been playing so much, they don't know if you're serious or not. So when
I don't even think that's the case.
Even if you're talking about God, like, someone probably won't read your message because the 20 before was all about jokes or
or they just know, like, I just feel like they just know you, like,
yeah,
they
or just
like,
know that
Elijah in real life is. Like he,
but
like
that's not.
thing,
but none of that is even the atmosphere. See, that's just what I'm
saying. So maybe we should call it Elijah in real life.
So here's what I'm gonna say, and this is why the internet stuff is funny to me, and I know
the preacher man, leave him alone.
Listen,
we not even messing.
Now they ain't
with
messing with
us. Some answers. We just want
this is why I know.
Questions we was asked
this is why I know, because anytime when you speak, if you could type something and get people in their feelings. You got them. So this to all the people that feel some type of way. Hold on, wait, let me say this. No. Listen to what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying.
We just
right. So when you ask questions, I'm giving you the answer.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trigger nobody. But what I'm saying is that when you realize you got people in your feelings, you got them. So my thing is that if y'all gonna keep allowing me to get y'all in y'all feelings, then be in your feelings. I'm not coming to the social media to say, today I'm looking to get this group of people in their feelings. No. If something is on my mind or on my heart that I feel like I want to share on social media, whether it be a joke, whether it be serious, whether it start off serious, turn into a joke, listen, I put it out there. I put my narrative on it, what I think and feel. And in the midst of that, I can say what I want to say about it. If y'all getting y'all feelings, I got y'all. I ain't even trying to get y'all. So the thing about it is that, yeah, exactly. So the thing about it is that you got too many people. You got too many people on social media trying to figure out a person. Somebody told me, "Oh man, you trying to be a shock jock or shock value and be so controversial." I'm really not. Like how you said, I come off and seem aggressive. I've been this way all my life.
But me just getting to know you,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know you besides for social media and now us doing this podcast.
T-Say
I would
podcast.
feel, yes, T-Say podcast.
Bringing the people together.
But I would say I wouldn't, you wouldn't be the first person I would invite to the party because I know you would be loud, combative. I know like it would be controversial.
Have you been around me at a party though?
No, I'm just
She
saying.
said based off meeting you.
Based off
First
meeting
impression.
you. So first impression, I'll be like, girl, he's super aggressive. Like, ooh, no. You know what I mean? Because I'm like a mellow type of person.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to be like that aggressive just in a conversation, that wouldn't be nothing that I would, be wanting to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? On a daily. So trying to find your tribe or even trying to see what you're about would have me a little stand backish until I probably did get another like around you and be like, oh, okay, maybe he a little cool. Maybe, you know what I mean? He ain't that bad or whatever, but just first impression, sometimes you gotta, like, that right there, very aggressive.
So, and I'm going to tell you this. I've reached a point to where I know there's billions of people in the world. You could be one of 100,000 that feel the same way you feel. I ain't for y'all. Off of first impression or whatever.
And that's,
ain't for y'all.
And that's major. I will give you that, Elijah. As long as you understand that what you're saying and what you're doing may not be for everybody. And you have said that.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm telling you. It ain't for, listen, because I'm ready. We got to listen.
It ain't for you.
It ain't for you.
I'm not for you. If you feel offended, if you feel you in your feelings, I'm not for you. But Jesus is. Jesus for everybody. So if I'm too aggressive with Jesus, go find somebody that you think is serious about Jesus. If I have made you all feel like, oh, I don't want to go to church, or you made God seem like a joke, well, there's a church called Mount Zion. There's a church called First United. There's a church called Friendship Baptist.
Curse.
No, I'm just saying. So what I'm saying is that there are great men and women, leaders of God around here. Like, y'all can feel however y'all want to feel. I'm redeemed and validated by God. I don't need a blue check or I don't need y'all approval. But I appreciate the opinions because conversation rules a nation. And whether you feel good or bad about me, guess what? You got a feeling about me. And I'm fine with that.
There we have it, people. That is the answer on Elijah. The
combative.
Hey, look.
The combative.
But those that know me for real, like off this internet, all that, like, man, real life, like, you know what I'm saying? I walk in love. I don't offend people. I ain't looking to fight nobody, none of that type of stuff. I walk in love. That's just who I am. So people that really know me, they know. But I think the problem, and I'm going to end it, I think the problem is that people don't know me. So they've seen me in this light, being in the streets, preaching the gospel and all of that. And then they didn't fully see me backslide, but they was like, well, he ain't out here no more. And then he pop up with 2 kids, you know what I'm saying, smoke a little weed every now and then or whatever. And it's like, oh, what's up with this dude? You know what I'm saying? And now he talking God again. Like, nah, I've been redeemed. And that's what God do. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that people have boxed me into that and they never really knew me. So they think like this Elijah, like I seen somebody say I'm disappointed in. Like, how you disappointed in me? Well, by way of social media. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on what you want and who you are, and
or
as long
as
you
playing that day on social media.
or whatever, it's a lot of people like I know. We went a little deep into that who don't even know you. So there's a lot of comments on here that's like, I don't even know him, and I know, but he is here on T-Say, so I wanted to make sure that we did talk about exactly where he was coming from, just because I was getting a lot of questions and answers, and then there's a lot of comments, and then him just in general. So we covered that. But I think that would lead us into our next topic, too, because it's all about being true to yourself, regardless of what people think, and not wearing these masks or taking these masks off, you know, being true to yourself. Exactly. So that was actually your topic.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
was that something that is bothering you currently, or just something that you wanted to talk about in an overall general basis right now?
Just overall general basis right now, just the world we living in. A lot of people wear masks.
Yeah.
You know, you may be with someone for a long time or friendship wise, and it's like 10 years down the line, you like, I didn't know they did that.
Right.
For real, girl, yeah, you didn't know that about them? Or, you know, just a lot of people wear different hats, masks, you know, and it would, you know, if you remember back in the day when you was little, what you used to always say, can't wait till I get grown.
Can't wait till I get grown.
Can't wait till I get grown.
That was me.
I'm going to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? And now we have people that are grown and still living behind closed doors, having this mask on, going outside, not being true to themselves and not being true to anybody else, you know, and then they're unhappy. They just really need to start living like life. You grown, like you don't owe nobody nothing. Honestly, if you pay your own bills, you got your own household, you're your own person. So you should be able to validate your own self and do what you want to do. But it's a lot of people that wear masks, even as far as just like religion, job wise, you know, you go to work and you one person.
Yeah.
Come home, you somebody totally different.
Yep, facts.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a lot of people you be like, I didn't know they was like that. Yeah, girl, he was beating a dog out her butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was like that. No, he ain't never been like that with me, or I never seen that part of him. So yeah, it's a lot of people wearing masks, and I think a lot of people need to just come from behind them. You know, and then you can, you know, either play your part or leave it alone. You know, period.
And then people too who wear a mask, like, I mean, just personally speaking, because I feel like it's something that we've all probably done at some point in our life, you know, just being transparent. So like I said, going along with understanding that there may be different versions of you. Like, I've always tried to like maybe pretend to be something that I'm not, up until I got comfortable with myself. So I think that wearing a mask too, it really depends on your insecurities, where you at in your life, you know, who you are and who you're trying to become. I remember when, like, just dealing with being gay, like this part of me, you know, like I would tell people all the time, I'm not a man, I'm not a stud. Just because I wear men's clothes don't make me less of a woman. And that's true. I wear men's clothes because that's just who I am. I've never been comfortable in girls' clothes. Like, it didn't matter how cute or how pretty people thought I was. Like, oh my God, like, I didn't want to wear that. Like, I remember one day, I kid you not, what's them little stirrup pants, them little leggings that you put on the bottom of the feet?
Oh, Lord.
Girl,
yes,
so my grandma put me on some of them with a flower tank top. I went to my Aunt Poochie house. Shout out to my Aunt Poochie, rest in peace. I went outside in the back just so I could pull them down and sag. I just wanted to sag. Them was leggings. I pulled them leggings down so I could sag. I just was like, yeah, I'm out here free. My grandma was like, what is you back there do? Nothing.
Pull them right back up.
And I was just trying to sag. I wasn't being nasty or nothing. Like, that's just like, but it's just like I dealt with that. So I don't know if every mask that we wear is put on necessarily by us. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's a part of where we come from.
Growing.
Yeah, you know, growing.
Out your shell, your cocoon.
What people have said about you, and you may not be comfortable with. Yeah. You know, a lot of people still deal with, I don't care what nobody say about me. We do. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it bothers you.
To a degree.
To a degree, but but some people get really, like, it really matters. Like, what people think about them, it really doesn't. And that's real life. Like, that is real life.
Thank God.
You know, so it's just, regardless of who you are or where your life is, we are all different, man. Like, we are all different. I want everybody to understand that. I'm all here to spread love. I'm all here to like I said, to be open and to be honest. So yeah, like, that's part of my mask. Like, I've been different people. I've had to take off different layers. I've had to expose myself to my own self. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we wear masks because we don't know who we are. Just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, even growing up, if you're not validated properly, then you're going to get into the world and you're going to try to be something. You're going to always be trying to be something. So I'm trying to be something. I'm trying to be something. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is that until you run into the Creator and until God tells you who you are, then you can with confidence take off that mask. My boy Mo Brooks, shout out to Mo Brooks, he wrote a book a few years ago called Unmasked, and to talk about the various masks that we wear in life to hide, you know what I'm saying, the things that we're going through. And a lot of times we put on a lot of these masks to where we don't know who we really are.
So that was someone that says a lot wear masks to cover up their mental health struggles too.
That is true. That is true. And that's one of those things to where it's like a lot of us don't even understand mental health until it's too late. True. Until it's too late. So a lot of the times
because we don't share that part. If you're wearing a mask, a lot of times you don't want to see that part.
And this is good too. Another comment: mental illness surfaces as a defense mechanism. And that's very true. Sure. That's very true. Like you can, and I mean just in your everyday life, if you constantly are going through something or you notice your stressors and you don't talk about them or you pretend like they're not happening, they're going to happen. Your mental health is going to weigh. You're going to be tired. You're going to not be yourself. You're going to be off.
It's going to come out.
And there's a lot of I talk about being off a lot, and you talk about God a lot. Like when I know I'm off, when I know something is not right, I will go into the Bible. I will start listening to my gospel music. I will be like, okay, I'm getting off track with God. But I know that. Because you said until you have, God or then you can say, right.
You're saved.
Correct. Yes. But I feel like it might all be a work in progress. You might be trying to take off your mask while trying to find God. And that's okay. It might all lead you in the same direction. It doesn't matter. But it all starts with you first.
Yes.
It all starts with you first and what you want to do and where your mindset is. It's a lot of people out here who want to talk about, my mind, it's just I got to get my mind right. I got to do better. And ain't gonna do it. Just gonna talk about doing better. Just talking about it. Every single day is, I'm going through this. He was going through that last week. Do better. And I mean, that's even on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all got things that we need to work on and to do better. But that is a part of the mask. That might be a part of the cheek. It might not be the full mask. But if you could take a piece of the mask off a little bit at a time, then eventually you'll be full-faced and know exactly who you are, and you'll give that to the rest of the world. And that's that.
And a lot of times, even those of us who know better, we may show up. For example, I'm the type of person. It's hard to get me bothered. It's hard for something to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, it could be the craziest, tragic, most event, and you know what I'm saying. I'm still me. I'm still the same tone. So when you have people that are knocked off their square, and let's say, for example, you got to go somewhere and you don't necessarily want to be there, but you come in there with a fake smile or, with a fake grin, you're putting on a mask. You know what I'm saying? And that's for a good cause because you want to get out. You want to be around people. And I think that links back to the mental health part. You know what I'm saying? I got something that I'm dealing with. I got something that I'm going through right now. I really don't want to be out. And now I'm going and showing up to these places and I got to act.
And see, I'm the opposite way.
I just won't go.
I will go.
I'm just not going.
But you'll let it be known you're not okay?
I will have a stone face the whole time. Okay. Just because I'm not in the right mind space, and everybody that knows me is like, oh, Tasha's so bubbly, da da da. They can tell when I'm off. You know what I mean? But I'm still gonna go to the event. I'm still gonna participate, but I'm just not gonna be me.
And I think that's why I won't go because, like you just said, they know when I'm off and they know when I'm not. And what do everybody? What do everybody expect from Talisha? Exactly. So if I can't give y'all that, if I can't be the life of the party, I typically won't come. And I can typically be the life of the party anywhere, but it's that little bit of extra energy that it take for me to little bit of extra energy that it take for me to snap into it. But masks too, those. I think some people are wearing a mask and they may not know it. So
I agree.
It can be as far as being a parent, being in a relationship.
Yeah.
And before I even get into that, I know that you guys wanted me to talk about the differences between white kids and black kids and how white kids get their own input and then black kids don't. I do want to talk about that. I would like to have a licensed professional up here. I'm in the works with that, so we'll get some body up here who will cover that because we want to have a solution. You know, yeah, it's funny when I talk about it, but it is something serious, and you guys thought it was serious. So back to that. But a mask as far as relationships, when you know what I'm saying? When you have to constantly tell somebody what to do every single day, or when you have to constantly act like something ain't working for you when it's not. Like, oh, it's okay. I ain't really. That's a mask.
That's a mask.
That's a mask.
Yes.
When you not taking care of your kids, but when people come around and you acting like you the parent of the year, that's a mask. These are all masks. These are all things that you have to understand is not true about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So until we can understand that and get to the surface of it, we're gonna all be.
I think so. I think so. It starts with conversation as well because we have to, especially in a black community and black homes. Like, I mean, I started talking to my son early, and I do it with my daughters as well. We have to really talk to our people. We have to get them.
We have to talk, and we need to have outside conversations also, not just like the narrative of what's going on in your home. You know what I mean? I think we need a wide range. Like, okay, this person may be raising their kids like this, but this person is raising their kids like this. You know, so, and you can be in a relationship and your girlfriend raises her kids one way
and you raising
your kids a whole nother way. I think it needs to be a whole foundation. The parents need to have a conversation about what the foundation of what you believe your kids should do, what schools they should go to, what church, what religion, you know what I mean, before you even have these conversations with the kids so you're both on the same page. And also too, like, we're so tabooed about getting help with communication. You know, a lot of us don't know how to communicate.
We don't communicate. Come on.
We don't know how to communicate.
At all.
We always screaming. You need to communicate.
Yelling.
You need to communicate.
We talk at each other.
We talk at each other instead of like to each other. You know what I mean? And having
in a way to where we understand.
Right, where we can go back and forth. It's all right for us not to agree.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we still love each other and we gonna make things work. But I don't think we know how to talk to each other, let alone talk to our kids sometimes about the things that they're going to need to know, finances, like what to do, the ins and outs about savings, investing, you know, different things like that. I really think we need to get groups in the community with parents that need help, and then we talk to the children, you know, as a whole, because like there's no way. I know people where their kids are already making, you know what I mean, six figures at the age of 13 or 14.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just came across somebody.
I'm just seeing that now. And
it's
real.
It's real.
You know, and if we really get on that page and really open up that book, we will be able to really guide our kids into a whole nother different,
take it to a whole nother level.
Whole nother level.
You
know, not just talk about, oh, you don't be standing on the corner, don't be doing, you know what I mean, don't be letting little juju put them little whispers in your ear. No, let's talk about financial, keep them busy, you know what I mean. Let's talk about
it's about what we expose them to, and that's what I'm saying about like the conversation. It takes the village as well, but it has to start in the home. And to be honest, not everybody has that. I mean, shoot, some people definitely have great trauma that they're dealing with and can't even talk to their children within the home or parent their kids correctly. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from abuse that's been in the family for years or, you know, post-trauma that you're dealing with or getting over. So I just really want to see the village come back for us, you know what I'm saying, for our people. You know, like we really just need that village because, man, we lost out here. Everybody trying to figure out the way. And everybody got the answer of what they feel like the way is. But then when we come down, it's like, okay, collectively, what solution, which direction are we going into? And then everybody want to go back and do it their way.
It's true.
We need a village. Village, where you at? Where's the village at?
And
we
that's
need
for
the village
parents
back.
too. Like, you know, I understand, you know, it's hard. I think Thomas Diller just said it, like, why are black kids expected to accept a hardened version of parents? than other kids.
Right.
You know, like, and that's true. Like, we understand that our parents have their own struggles and their own difficulties.
Why would you want to pass that on?
But why would you want to not only pass it on, but I think that had I understand, if my mom or anybody in my family, an adult, would have told me at a younger age exactly what was going on, I would have been able to mentally prepare myself. Like, don't allow your children, give your children the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have some smart kids in this world.
It's a generation right
It
now.
is a generation now where you can literally tell them anything, and they okay. Like, I feel like had you know, we shy away from the honest truth. We shy away from keeping things from our kids, from keeping them sheltered. And at the end of the day, that's not always the best. Like, it is good to protect them, don't get me wrong. But I feel like in some aspects, if I would have knew back then, it would have prepared me now.
Yeah,
like,
we don't talk to our children about the real truth about life. Like, even for me growing up, I didn't have a lot of godly people around me and stuff like that. But the people that love God, they didn't tell me the truth about life.
Yeah, they just told you about God. At least that was
they
for
didn't
me.
tell
like,
me the truth about life, sex, the consequences, the actual reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Or what we call it, the birds and the bees or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have these real about working.
I know that's right, Em. His children have voices. Come
You know
on,
what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah, for sure. You better make
sure
your children have. You better make sure your children have voices for real. Because at the end of the day, if you don't validate your kids and let them know that they somebody, they're gonna be out here. They're gonna be out here praising and hooping and hollering when they get a blue check on Instagram or Facebook or the other various.
Or not even that. They're gonna be out here searching for love in all the wrong places. The moment somebody else tell them they're beautiful, that's gonna be all it take. So it has to start with you guys.
Yeah. That's
it. Like, build them up at home. What is it? Train your child in the way in which they should go.
They should go.
And when they depart from it,
when they're old, they will not depart.
There you go.
So that means that means if you give your kid the right way to go.
Elijah the Chronicle.
Yeah, if you give your kid the right way to go, if you bend them in the direction that they should go, even if the wind tries to knock them, they'll be bent towards that direction. So when they're old, they don't depart from it.
And that's okay. Like she said, there are some parents who have sheltered their children and have not done it on purpose. Like, and then it's
true.
It's too late now.
Life will go fast.
I know people, like, because they scared to swim, won't let their kids swim.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
It's something just that simple. You know what I mean? Or, you know, you can't walk around the corner because I couldn't walk around the corner.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that. Sometimes, like, it's the parent's fear.
Yep.
Not even the child's the fear. The children usually don't have any fear.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because they don't know no better. They ain't went through nothing, right?
So, you know, kids are relentless. So it's like, yeah, they willing to try it. They want to try it.
Yep.
You know, they want you to teach them. They want you to guide them. But a lot of times it's the parents because they weren't taught how or, you know, want to, you know, a lot of times they hold the kids back.
Yep.
Then they grown adults and, you know, they got this fear now and now they're putting that fear on their children.
Yes.
You know, or they may let their children do it because they like, shit, my mama didn't let me do it, y'all gonna do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There are parents like that
parents
too.
like that.
Yep.
That's like, okay, I
Go
had
for
this
it.
bad situation, but I'm not gonna let this deter me from being
Right.
a good parent or allowing you to grow up as a good, healthy child. There's some parents out there that's like that would never project the things that happen to them on their children because
Correct.
they don't want them to go through what they went through.
Right.
And I grew up a little bit like that. Like, I don't know how to swim. But I don't know how to swim because my mom didn't know how to swim. And then it was like when it came time it was one instance, I kid you not. Bless my mama heart. We went camping. Now, my mama, you know, that's my girl, that's my dog. We went camping with her male friend at the time. So he like, yeah, get in the water. Me and my mom, no, we ain't getting in there. Like, what you mean get in the water? Now, he was of Caucasian descent. Okay. He was a white man, but that's neither here nor there. But it is because they think that everybody can swim and survive in water. And that was not the case. Why he throw my mama in the water? He was like, oh, snap. I thought you could, my mom.
Yeah, you can't swim.
Oh, man.
I said, oh, look, I'm on the edge like, wait a minute.
Help her.
Anyway, more of the story was, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I never knew how to swim because my mom didn't know how to swim. So I feel like if a parent doesn't know how to do something or if a child doesn't find an interest in it, then it might be something that's just missed. Like, it's like, well, I didn't, just like you never think about it. But like, to this day,
like a fish, because we were taught, like where I'm from, we had a swimming pool inside our school. So we had swimming lessons like from kindergarten on up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was like no swim.
I played basketball. That was my thing, playing basketball. Anything outside of that, everybody just thought because I was athletic, I could do everything. No, could not swing a bat, could not hit a volleyball. I could run track because I was a point guard. Like, I played basketball and I ran track, but no, like, swimming, none of that. But that's okay.
I ain't get those.
But like, just think about it though. If you want to be a ballerina and your mama wasn't a ballerina, if you don't bring that to her attention, it's not like your mama gonna be exactly.
I'm gonna teach you how to swim this summer, girl.
I appreciate it because
ain't never too late to learn.
Because I'm tired of going tubing with my shoes and socks on, just in case.
And being a photographer.
Okay. I want to get in the water. That ain't even right. Maybe I can doggy paddle. No, all right. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think that too, that goes back into like the mental illness thing or mental health. Like, parents, do the work too. Get the help that you need so that you can be a full parent, so that you can give your children what they need, so that when they want to just tell you how high they can jump in the air, you're not irritated. Let me see, baby. Show me how high you can jump. Just little things like that. Like, whatever they want to be.
Show your kids that you are interested in them.
Yeah.
That the things they want. I'm talking about even as babies right now. Like, my kids, they come to me all the time. Dad this or dad that, and I'm always valid, especially like if it's positive stuff, I'm validating them on that they could do it. We have to make our children believe in themselves. A lot of otherwise, like T said, I mean, this is just a known fact. They're gonna turn to the world and the streets to try to find themselves, when we could cancel out a lot of that in the beginning by just validating them and putting them on the right track. And I guess it shows that a lot of us as parents, or a lot of parents in the world, don't know what's the right track. So again, and that's how everything leads back to God, because God is the way. And if we don't know that, then we're out here trying to figure out life without the one that created us and gave us the instruction manual. Everything comes with instructions. Tables, chairs, microphones, whatever. If you take it and you just put it together and however you feel it should be, it might not work the way that it's supposed to effectively work. But if you read the instruction manual and you follow the instructions and directions, then it will be what it's supposed to be.
Because the Bible, yes, that's the book for me.
That's right.
I'll read and pray and then obey. The Bible. Mount Zion. Vacation Bible School, 1996.
And I ain't grew up in no church, so people, they think they like people. I guess people think that if you sin, you're not supposed to like talk about Jesus or how good.
Come on, Robotics Club. Somebody's son ain't picked up a basketball nor football, but is in Robotics Club. That's what
That's
what I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
That's how you let your child find their own.
That is what's up.
Yeah, coding. Yeah. It's all type of
coding, software. Come on now, graphic design.
Yes.
Everything.
And that's another stigmatism we have is like how we always just want to stereotype our kids to play football, basketball. Some of them are not aggressive.
And if your child is really a good rapper, please let that child be a rapper. Like, y'all just be like, no. Like, they really be poetic. And
what they rapping about, though?
I mean, Javion the other day, he did something about Minecraft. That was kind of hot. I'll play that for you when we done. But yeah, just
let's let them be positive rappers. We need positive
whatever
music
it is,
into the
though.
world.
I'm just
positive
saying, like,
spells.
Don't let what the world has done to us.
Yeah.
Come off to how you gonna let your children. Like, let them figure it out. Let them find their way. You never know. Like, it could be a totally different path they take. I didn't even take the same route as my mom or nobody else. Like, I still had to find my way. So it doesn't matter if you shelter them or not. They have to find their way at some point. You're not always going to be here. Remember that. You are not always going to be here. And that's all I got to say about that parenting. About that.
That's true. I mean, as a parent, we determine not the outcome. I mean, that we play a role in that though, but man, we're supposed to set our kids up, give them direction, you know what I'm saying, give them foundation. So we determine a lot. The only thing we can't determine is the actual choices that they make. That's on them. Mm-hmm. But we influence that in many ways, on how we raise them, or the things we allow them to get away with, or the things that we don't expose them to. So, man, as a parent, I can say that my son, he's 16, he's a well-mannered young man. He's an awesome student. Overall, he's somebody that I'm proud of. I'm proud to be his dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to see the fruit of my labor in my son as it relates to how he behaves himself. And I look forward to the awesome man that he's going to be. Awesome man of God that he's going to be, in the way that God is going to use him in his life. So that's what we should be looking forward to as parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, how great our kids are going to be. I don't think anyone out there look at their children and say, this little motherfucker ain't going to be shit.
Shit, I ain't heard
like that
shit.
That's
it.
I mean, we say impressions,
like,
but
like
I'm saying, I mean, like,
I
as
mean,
a baby, like as a little baby, though.
I ain't never heard no baby.
Thomas Dillard, yes, your child. Thomas Dillard, the great, from Kalamazoo, will have a worthless art project, and you will absolutely have to be in amazement by that. It is beautiful. With that circle, with them two little things, with the smiley face that say Dada on it, you got to be happy. That is absolutely correct. Yes, and like Anthony said too, the comments on here are great, guys. I really appreciate it. But just be encouraged, be excited about what your child wants to do, and everything else will fall into place. It really will. I think that, I mean, I'm not a parent. I don't plan on being a parent. I'm not having no geriatric pregnancy. I'm about to be 36. I'm about to be 36 this year. I'm good. Like I said, my girlfriend, shout out to her. It is April. Her birthday is this month. She will only be 29. She got an 8-pack. If she would like to have a baby, if you want to have a baby, babe, I'm all for it. But no, like, I just think that, I just think that little people are awesome. Like, they are amazing.
They are, yeah,
like,
man. You know how many hugs I get?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've been around your kids, you know. I've been around your kids. I've been around your daughter. Your daughter's my cousin. Like, Brooklyn is my girl. Like, it's just like little people are amazing, and they can grow up and be amazing too. But it just starts with everybody. Me. If I see your kid once a year for 5 minutes, I'm gonna make that their best 5 minutes. That's it. We finna rap. We finna play. They finna jump on my neck. Whatever you want to do, we gonna do it. Like, that's just who I am. So it starts with that. We got to learn to love our children. And that stuff, really do.
That stuff sticks with kids too.
Everything
those moments
sticks with kids. Yeah.
Like, it's like, I remember when he made me feel that way, or she made me feel that way. It sticks with you for forever. So we, as a community, collectively, as a village, we have to do better with how we treat our children and how we treat the children of the village. Yes. We have to start positively validating them. We have to make sure that we're assuring them and giving them the right way to go in life, man. There's so many things out here that have your mind jacked up, that have you just into all type of immoral type of stuff. Man, it ain't about living a perfect life. It's about living a peace-filled, joy-filled, prosperous life.
And I'm all about generational wealth, but I'm also about generational health. Take care of your mindset, take care of your kids, make sure everybody is going to the doctor, get you some insurance, whether it's Medicaid, Medicare, I don't care, whatever. Vision, okay? Like, general wealth, general health, take care of your family, take care of your people, take care of everybody around you. I don't even care if you can't change their life, if you can't do something for them, pray for them and let it go. All right, just let it go. Like, don't judge them. Don't do nothing no different. If you can't help them, let it go. All right, we love y'all.
Definitely love y'all.
We thank y'all for joining us today. Again, we will be back next week with a new guest. I won't tell you who it is because it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
But we will be back. Please reach out to me, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube now. My email is thetsamedia@gmail.com. Whatever you want to talk about. And for those of you who have been trying to contact me through Facebook Messenger, like I said, I will be 2 months and 3 days responding. Please find a different way. Reach out to me, other avenues, contact my phone, find me on other social media.
Or any other co-hosts, you can reach out to us as well. I mean, hit us up. Let us know what topics. I mean, we are a village. You know what I'm saying? Like, we work together. We are a team.
It takes a village. All right? Hit up Elijah if you want to talk to him on, what's it called? Chopping it up.
Chopping it up if
you want to talk to him. Tasha, you just kicking it with us? You got anything on the side, baby?
Kicking it.
You just kicking it.
I work too much.
Nah,
you can't just be kicking it. You gotta do more than that.
You all aggressive and shit. Oops, sorry.
It's all right. We did good. We did not cuss this episode. Look at T-Say. All right.
Look, y'all better get in somebody's church tomorrow too. Why y'all mad at me?
Somebody pulpit. They want to know
why.
you.
Look, let me say this. Wait, can I say this?
Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
Wait, let me say this, Imp. You said if I was called by God, then He would have made a church for me, right? See, and let me. This is why I want to help people with their understanding of God. See, I've missed some steps, right? You can't miss a step. You can't be called by God and then just go out and start your own church and say, "Oh, God gave this church to me." No, there's a certain level of training and things to go through. Now, I share this with the world, and I really haven't, but I'm just going to share that with the world. Me personally, the flesh me, I don't desire to necessarily pulpit preach. I'm going to preach with my life. That's what I got to do anyway. You feel me? And I ain't talking about on social media. I'm talking about in real life. So we all got to preach with our life. We all got to be an example to people that God wants us to be. Now, along my journey, because I desire to please God. So if He wants me to pulpit preach, then I'm going to have a church one day, my brother. And I'm pretty sure that you will be in there, my brother. You feel what I'm saying? Or you come visit or whatever, my brother. Because the work ain't done. You feel me? I'm on my God journey until I'm dead, brother. Until I'm dead, brother. This ain't going nowhere. So
I'm going to let Aunt respond. Is you coming to Elijah Church?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm
pretty sure, my brother, when I get my church, if that's what God wants me to have, because like I said, my desire is to please God. I ain't trying to miss no steps. But right now in my life, the flesh me says, I don't want to pulpit preach, God. So God, deal with my flesh. Church? No, I'm not a deacon in my church, but I am an ordained deacon, but I'm not an active deacon in my church.
Why not?
Because, well, let's go through that. I went through a divorce at a period of time. This is back in 2016 or whatever. And it just became a little bit more personal. I was still trying to do the schools of the church and leadership roles and leadership meetings and, the preachers meeting, the deacons meeting and all that stuff. And, one day my pastor and I had a conversation and you know what I'm saying? Like he seen me struggling, trying to do stuff when he knows that your main ministry is your family. You need to focus on that, not the stuff. So I'm trying to do stuff as opposed and call it ministry as opposed to focusing on real ministry. And so, that's when my backsliding journey began. You know what I'm saying? I went down that path that I always said I would. That was me.
So you just left the church?
No, I didn't leave the church. What happened is
before he can leave.
What happened was that it started becoming more easy and convenient to be in Chicago every weekend, seeing family that I hadn't hung out with in years because I've been in church like Sunday through Friday through Saturday through Sunday again for the last 7-8 years. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. We need that.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to be in the church. Don't we can't not dismiss that. For all you people that ain't got to go to church to have a relationship with God, if you got a real relationship with God, then you're going to be in this church. Nobody's in a real relationship with their spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whomever, and they don't see them.
Right, true.
Or they don't go where they say, this is where I'm at.
True.
So
speak your truth. This Elijah, they know.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, so, I being in Chicago, and I'm like, man, I was going to church in Chicago. I was visiting churches and stuff like that, but I knew where my church home was. So after a while, the Bible says bad company corrupts good morals.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I allow bad company around.
You are the company you keep.
And they corrupted good morals. Okay. I started back using drugs, smoking weed. That's the only drugs I use. I ain't with this drugs. And that's what I'm saying. So, and then, having sex, it was still inside of wedlock because I wasn't all the way fully divorced, but then get divorced outside of wedlock. You have a couple kids. So at the end of the day, that changed my whole perspective on me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On me.
Right.
And then I had to go and look in the face of God and say, woe is me, God. I did what I said I wouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
That was on me. because I didn't rely on God's
The
strength.
truth. There we go.
You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
But we all
all.
human.
Oh yeah, that's
all
fine.
human.
And that's
We all-
so.
We're made to sin.
Yeah.
So as long as you go back for repentance and know what you're doing, you're fine.
And that's what I want to say. Thank you for saying that. I know what I'm doing. So when y'all talking about the internet and all that and what is it,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know
You-
what I'm
you
doing.
knew that. We said
So
that from jump.
I'm
Yeah.
secure in who I am.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing and I know what to do. So for y'all that want to try to figure it out, keep on trying. You might never figure it out. But as
it
long
ain't
as
for
you
you to
doing
figure
it,
out.
I'm cool with that.
But that ain't for them to figure
It
out.
ain't
For them to
It
figure
ain't.
out.
So-
And that's it. That's all right
now.
there.
I just had to ask the question.
Glory,
Sure.
glory, hallelujah.
That's right. Hey, since I laid my burden down.
Okay, now.
Glory, glory,
All right.
All right.
Little church up in here.
joy.
Let me
Okay,
go
now.
in. All right. There we have it. There it is. And that is all.
That is all, folks.
We will see you next week. Again,
It ain't he say. It ain't she say. It ain't even they say. It's he say.
Hey.
say in the place.
T-
Hey. Love y'all. Take care. See y'all next week. Happy Saturday. Happy April.
Saturday, everybody. Hey. There ain't no
Okay.
April Fool's joke.
First of all, let me tell you about this April Fool's
There
joke
ain't no
before I
April
go.
Fool, there ain't no
Ethica put out there, y'all, that they was going out of business and everything must go, right? So I went onto the website. They had draws for 99 cents. I done added like 10 of them in the cart, y'all. Why was the draws that go on your 2 fingers?
They was still 99
They
cents
was
though.
99. But still, I would have been mad as crap. And I owe like 3 people $20 anyway. I can't even get them draws. All right, love y'all. See y'all later. Peace out.